This webinar is to help the organization and execution of student internships within the frame of the RIS Internship project. The main objective of the project is to provide a flexible and streamlined network of internship positions for students studying at raw materials related master programs in the ESEA region. The main targets of this current training material for internship mentors are building skills in to set up a working assignment for the intern in a structured way, to direct the intern towards reaching learning outcomes defined, to efficiently supervise the intern and his or her progress, to recognize appropriate personal skills and socio-civic competencies to be used and developed with the student, to catalyze the adjustment of the intern to the working culture or environment prevailing in the organization. Since the RIS Internship project is a project under the EIT raw materials, it is important to mention its main objectives and policies, why the EIT raw materials puts emphasis on such kind of cooperation. The knowledge triangle, that means the collaboration between the industrial partners, research institutions, and universities, is a key concept of the EIT in general. Student internship, as it is understood by the RIS Internship project, is a direct education and cooperation link between the university and the industrial partner, or between the research institution and the university. Internship is defined as a form of experiential learning that integrates knowledge and theory learned in the classroom with practical application and skills development in a professional setting. Internships give students the opportunity to gain valuable applied experience and make connections in professional fields. Skills are something else that can be acquired through practice and training. Skills can be expressed in terms of abilities. Usually, abilities are the tasks that are done while working. The main difference between skills and abilities is that ability is the capacity to perform a task, while a skill is the actual performance. During experiential learning, students are involved in a process of learning by doing. It is a student-centered and process-oriented method of instruction to engage the student in creative thinking, the responsible use of today's cutting-edge technologies, involved in collaboration, active learning, and leadership in an out-of-school environment where students actively take responsibility. In the frame of the RIS internship, persons from the host organization who take care about the interns are completing the role of a mentor and not a supervisor. Through the practice of mentoring, a professional provides support and expertise to a less experienced student. A mentor acts as a teacher, advisor, and facilitator. Over time, mentoring creates a professional connection that is beneficial to both parties. The mentor helps the student make the connection between what they are doing in the workplace and what they have learned in university. Great emphasis should be placed on planning and setting up the internship. The following topics are needed to be defined by the mentor company for an accurate internship. Define the available internship positions at the organization. The objectives of these positions for the organization. What benefits are expected from the intern? The mentor and the intern should agree on the purpose, tasks, and responsibilities of the internship. Are there any qualifications issued by the organization after the internship? Does the organization pay any compensation to the intern, or it is an entirely voluntary work? These are highly important information to the students to decide to apply for an internship. The following steps are necessary to develop a good professional internship. First, we need to decide what the learning objectives and outcomes are, or more specifically, what the most important skills our students can acquire during their internship. Second, we need to develop a strategy to achieve those goals. Third, we start by finding and hiring qualified interns. Then the internship begins, step 4, and we supervise and instruct the intern, step 5, before evaluating the performance, step 6. Roles that the mentor may fulfill. Advocates, that is, provide support and increases awareness and visibility of the organization. Acquires resources, means points the student to important reading, opportunities, or experiences. Acts as a role model, that is, offers advice on how the student should make the tasks in the organization. Advises, means shares institutional and professional expertise, evaluates performance, and makes recommendations. Coaches, that means help students to develop new skills and behaviors. Protects, that is, help students to discover new opportunities in the organization while protecting them from negative influences. Supports means listens sympathetically, clarifies unspoken policies, and accepts setbacks and victories. It is critical to find and carefully select students who meet your company's goals and standards. The applicant should undergo a professional assessment, and during the interview, the following questions might come up. Review of professional experience, knowledge, skills, and abilities of the student. Motivation, student's personality, degrees, language skills. Interpersonal and professional interactions. The most important factor is matching, means creating an ideal relationship between mentor and student. The work assignment defines what is expected from the student. The internship assignment should include specific goals and objectives. It is important to discuss these in detail with the student. It gives a clear idea to the student how to do the tasks and how to achieve the goals during the internship. Assignments are designed to provide students a framework for summarizing what they have experienced and learned during their internship and to help them make connections between their academic and field experiences and their future goals. Steps of a work assignment are explanation of the work, elaboration of a detailed work plan, definition of practical and professional skills to be developed, set up the evaluation criteria, feedback as a conclusion. For a good internship, the mentor shall be able to effectively manage and plan the internship process. This planning and management require to define intended skills and associated learning outcomes which are expected to reach by the trainee during the internship. Learning outcomes, by definition, are measurable skills and competencies that a person shall acquire over the training program. What students are expected to achieve during their internship is listed in the intended learning outcomes. Activities of the student are examined and assessed during the internship, and we receive the results as the achieved learning outcomes. Skills and competencies achieved by the student can be measurable when comparing the achieved learning outcomes with the intended ones. The 4 pillars of defining well-functioning learning outcomes are in the chart. Identify the technical skills intended to achieve, aimed out the appropriate training methods, use teamwork during the internship, use methods that develop the communication skills of the trainee. The internship is a great environment for students to develop their social and emotional skills as they meet new professional partners and people from different social backgrounds, face new problems, and work in an environment where they must follow rules. The UN Sustainable Development Goals and the idea of corporate social responsibility are 2 important frameworks that can be introduced during the internship. It is advisable that interns should learn about social responsibility and the company's environmental and sustainability policies. The social license to operate is a crucial issue for the raw material sector, which can also well introduce during the internship. During the internship, students can find themselves in an international environment. In an international environment, they can not only practice communication in a foreign language, but also learn about the culture of other nations. Interning in a multicultural environment is a fantastic opportunity to learn from those who may think very differently. As a mentor in an international relationship, you should be open-minded towards a new culture, communicate clearly, learn cultural differences, do active listening, mind the nonverbal communication, be kind and emphatic.